Hi, welcome to my Creative Corner Stamping with Miss Puff. Today I want to demonstrate to you how I created this box. This is a cute little box for any occasion, but Valentine's Day is around the corner. Inside I have chocolates with XOXO on there. So let's get started. And with the cardstock that I'm using, it's in two colors. Blushing Bride, the pink, and Early Espresso, a dark chocolate. So you're going to need, for your box, bottom part of the box, you want that to be 5 by 8. And you're scoring that at 1 1/4. Now for the lid of the box, you want that 7 1/8 by 4 1/8. And then you're going to score it at 3 3/4 of an inch. I'm losing my stickies. And then the insert of the box, you want it to be 6 3/8 by 3 3/8, and you want to score that 1/2 inch around. Then for your layering on top of your box, for your early espresso, you want that piece to be 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then for the pink part, for the layering, you want that 5 by 2. And for your sentiment for on top of your box, you just need a scrap piece of paper. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get out my scoring tool. And this is the bottom of a box, right? We're going to go ahead and score that 1 1/4 inches around. Make sure you could see there. So we're going to go 1 1/4 inches around. All the way around 1 1/4 inches. Okay. Put that up. I went ahead and score and cut the other pieces to save time. Make this video, try to make it short and sweet. And then you're going to come down right here and you're going to cut that up right there. And you're going to try to cut out a little notch. And the notches you want to cut out from the wings on the outside. All right. So what we're continuing to do is go ahead and cut little slits. Down here, and then we'll cut little notches out, and we're cutting the notches, like I say, once again on this outer wing. And then you could take a little bit off the sides here. And again, this is the outer wing. Let's do it on Missing the camera there. So we're just taking a little bit off these edges. And the reason being is when you put your box together, you want this to be flushed and the edge not to be higher than here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and burnish those creases that we created. And let's go ahead and put our bottom box together. So if we didn't cut those sides, then sometime that edge would be higher right there, okay? So this is the outer part of our boxes. These are the little wing tips. We're gonna go ahead and add some adhesive here and here. Glue those together. Go ahead and do the other side. Adhesive. And just hold it for a sec. Stick. And then that's gonna be our little box, the bottom half, okay? This is our lid. I already did the notches on these. You're gonna do the same thing, notch. You're gonna cut the slits, do a little notch, take a little off the sides. And we'll go ahead and burnish those creases. All right, come and add our glue. To these little wings, you're gonna add it on the outside, okay? Just hold some pressure right there so it can stick. And we're gonna do that to the other side. You're adding your glue on your outer wings and the outside. Bring it around. And that's gonna be the lid of your box. Okay. Now on your insert, again, you did the, you're gonna cut your slits, okay, make your little notches. And now this is where we create the little circles. Okay. And these are the X's that comes in the large alphabets. And I just went ahead and took the Expresso and went ahead and cut the cardstock and cut out 2 X's. And I'm going to show you how we did the circles, okay? So I already cut out those X's there. All right. So now also Stampin' Up has layering circles, and it comes with 16, and you're gonna get it's 3 small ones, and you're gonna use the second to the last and the third to the last of the circles. Okay. You're gonna get a piece of your early espresso, and you're gonna put this down like this, and you're gonna run it through your big shot. And once you run it through your big shot, you're gonna get a circle like this. All right. So you're gonna get a circle like that, and then you're gonna once you get your circle like that, you're gonna get your X, line them up. You could even glue your X's on. To the spot where you want them. And then you're gonna see where you want to place your O's. Okay. All right, so that's where you want to have your O. So you're gonna take, okay, so you're gonna take your X's off, and then what you're gonna do is go ahead and glue your O into place. Once you glue that down, you're gonna come back in with the smaller of the 2 circles, and you're going to put that on top there. It's going to be glued down. You're going to put that on top there, and you're going to run it through your big shot, and that's going to create the opening of the O for you. And these circles, this one is 1 1/4, and this one I think is 1 1/2. So if you don't have circles, you could use like your punch. If you have punch circles, you could use those as well. So with your inserts, after you created your O and your inserts, it's gonna look like this. Okay. I'm just gonna get a tweezer, hold my X, and try to get little dots of glue here. And then I'm just going to try to center my X. Okay. Get my other X. Add a little glue. Let's see, I'm going to try to line it up with the other one. Just eyeballing it and pinch it right there in the middle. Then glue the others down. All right, so that's the insert. There. All right. So we're going to finish the lid of our box. This is where we're going to take our scrap piece of paper to make our sentiment. And I am using, this is a retired stamp set. I'm using BLOOMIN Love stamp set. So if you have a stamp set that you like, you know, you could go ahead and improvise, substitute. I'm going to use soft suede for the ink. And these products are by Stampin' Up, if I didn't mention that earlier. And being that this is a little large, I'm just doing the ink this way. All right, I'm just going to clean off my mess. Go ahead and punch. And I'm going to put Love You in the middle. Okay. And then in Stampin' Up also had large numbers like the large alphabets, but that's retired as well. And they had like a tinlet die for this. You go ahead, put that on there, and you run that through your Big Shot. Okay. And then what we would have, I went ahead and did one. See if I could save time. You have this. Okay. And then our layers for the top of our box, we have the 5x2 piece of cardstock in the Blushing Bride. I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper or grid paper that Stampin' Up sells as well. And I'm going to put that on there. And I'm going to take this little heart from the Blooming Love stamp set. Have Bride on My Brain. And we're going to use the soft suede. And I'm going to try to get the first one here in the middle. Let me see if I have enough ink on that. I'm going to try to get the first one here in the middle. Okay, once I get that in the middle, I'm just going to do the other hearts on the side of it. And it's going to come off of the paper, the cardstock, but that's okay. So look, I'm going for. Just holding it a few seconds so the ink could transfer to that cardstock. And I'm trying to line it up height-wise as close as possible. Okay, let me just clean my stamp. So next what we're going to do is we're going to take the cardstock. This was measuring 5 1/4 and 2 1/4, and we're going to glue that onto that. And let me put up my ink if I make a mess. All right, so we'll turn this over and add a little bit of glue. And get my little tweezers. I like to use the little tweezers. I saw Jan B, I think is her name, use that a lot. You could just put it kind of mid-air and see where it's centered before you actually lay it down. With the multi-purpose glue, it's kind of more forgiving. Gives you time to move it around so you could get it centered. Okay. And then we have the Love You sentiment here. And then you're going to get a little bit of dimensionals. Prop that up with. With the other box that I created, I did this section here a little different. If you don't have dimensional and you have cutouts or whatever you want, whether you did just a little square, cut out a little square and put a sentiment on it, you could cut out several squares and just glue them to the bottom to build them up. And then if you want that a little higher too, you could add more dimensionals to the bottom of this as well. Okay, and then I add some pearls. To that. All right, so we added our pearls to that. And now what we're going to do is add this portion to the top of our lid. Okay, the lid of our box. So we're just going to add some multi-purpose glue. Okay, I'm going to come in here again. With my tweezers and try to center that. Make this a little straight, it's crooked. Center this in the middle. That looks good right there. And then we glue that down. And there you have it. Your little treat box here. You add your chocolate, whatever color. You could get creative, do different colors. Also, if you don't have a hole punch or circle punches, I created this box in a different color. It's real red. I did embossing with gold. I used early espresso there. And then I did the X's too in the early espressos, and then you had these hard candies, okay? And if you have, let's see, your little glue dots, you could take glue dots. You don't have to make the whole clip. Take glue dots, add it here to that, and just glue that in. And you have the same concept. Or you could just have the box and just have a whole bunch of candies in here, because you say just to make the box to have 2 pieces of chocolate could be costly. But you know, if that you have that special person, you want to take the extra times, the extra money to give them a special homemade gift like this, it is so worth it. Please comment, subscribe, share, like. And I'll leave all the information of all the products that I have listed below. If you have any question, again, just shoot me a comment or send me an email. Thank you for stopping by.